I wanted to die. I know what it feels like to be held captive. I know what it feels like to be stuck in your own body. I know what it feels like to feel isolated. I know what it feels like to feel unloved. I wanted to die. I was stuck in depression. I couldn't walk. I couldn't take care of myself. I lost everything. My brand new house with all new furniture in it. I lost my cars. But I knew I still had life in me. I wanted to give up, but the Spirit of God wouldn't let me. It was something deep in my bones that said, I have something for you. This is my story. This is Testimony Friday on a Saturday. This is my story. Most of you might know I was shot over 10 years ago in 2010. But the lingering long-term effect, the mental effect it has on you, outlong the physical. This is my story. I was shot 6 times and left for dead. I woke up with lots of love around me, more than I probably ever felt in life. I had friends and co-workers and family members packing out the waiting rooms just for me. That was a special moment in a dark time in my life. However, after the physical healing started to come, I was fighting an addiction that nobody knew about. Nobody. I was strung out on pain pills. I was taking over 300 pills and they were gone in 2 weeks. I was receiving over 300 oxycodone pills, meaning 244 Percocets and 60 oxy 30 milligram codone. I was to take one oxycodone every 12 hours, and I had a prescription to take Percocets every 4 to 6 hours, 2 every 4 to 6 hours as needed for pain. So it was a total of over 300 pills, and they will be gone literally in less than 2 weeks. Okay? So I know how it feels for you who feel captive in your body and your spirit. I know how it feels to be stuck on the inside. No matter if that's fighting depression, if it's fighting your old negative thoughts, if it's fighting a situation that might have happened to you as a child, old patterns, thinking about old relationships, whatever is keeping you captive, whatever is keeping you stuck. No, it ain't nothing but a plan and a plot from the enemy. I wanted to give up on life. I wanted to die. I was stuck and I didn't know what to do about it. I couldn't take care of myself, so I kept getting high. I had to go to a physical rehab place to learn how to walk again. I was there for 6 months. And I remember my brother told me, Paul, you scare me. He said, Paul, you're scaring me. He said, you know, mama is getting older and stuff like that. He said, you're scaring me. And that activated something in me. I told my brother, I said, I'm going to get out of here. I said, I'm going to get out of here. And anybody who know me, when I say I'm going to do something, despite what it look like, it's going to get done. A week later, I signed myself against doctor's orders out of the physical rehab. And I walked out of there. Now, I was still fighting the addiction, but I knew that I had to be everything that God wanted me to be. And I didn't know what that was at that moment. But his spirit wouldn't let me give up. I didn't know what I was going to do. I wanted to die. I'm strung out. I'm an addict. I'm a dope fiend. That's how I felt, because that's what it was. And I'm not ashamed of it, because it's part of my story. And so I finally found Fairbanks in Indianapolis, Indiana, a rehab place that I researched on my own. And I got there on my own. And I was finally able to get on something called Suboxone, which would allow me to live my life as if I wasn't on nothing. But it was still a substance. But it took me off the need to have pain medicine every 4 to 6 hours. Y'all, I was on Suboxone up until recently, a few months ago. My body would not go no longer than 2 or 3 days without it. It's supposedly 10 times stronger than any Percocet. Supposedly, they say it's a non-mind altering drug. It don't alter the mind, but the physical body it affects. And I also was on something called Adderall. Okay, so basically, to make a long story short, these last 6-7 months, I said, God, I have to come off of this. I knew He wanted me off of it because it was making me act irrational. You know, have these outbursts and different behaviors. You know what I'm saying? And it falls to my memory. And look, I'm already have a little outburst like a kid, okay? So can you imagine medicine making it even worse? But most importantly, I want to let you guys know that I know it's hard. But it's some things that you're going to have to let go to let God come in and complete the work that He started in you or that He wants to begin. I had to let go of people and relationships that I didn't want to let go of. But in order to free them, He had to free me first. Okay? Okay. So with that said, I just got serious about it. And in January, I tried it again on my own. I couldn't do it. I tried to go to the 12-step programs. It wasn't working. God said, I want to do it all by myself. He said, I'm a God all by myself. I need no help from no man, no person, no place, no thing. Do you hear what I'm telling you? So right here in this house I am, right here all by myself. I got in my blanket and I rocked back and forth. And I cried and I called on God because he was taking me off of it and my body was aching. And I was going through depression. I was crying. I'm like, God, when is this going to end? Please, Lord. What more do you want from me, God? What more do you want from me, Lord? I done gave up everybody. I done gave up everything. What? What do you want, Lord? What did I do so bad, God? He said, you did nothing bad. I'm just trying to strip you so I can rebuild you up. He said, I loved you and I always loved you. It's going to be over very soon. And I want to let anybody know out there who's struggling with addiction or depression or you feel captive. I want to let you know that I know how it feels to be stuck on the inside. I know how it feels to want to die. But he promised me something. He told me to hold on. And that's how he got me here now. To tell you, don't give up. Call on him. Read the Bible. Worship him. He's there. He's just waiting on you to let go of certain things, to come in and complete the process. But he will never leave nor forsake you. So, yeah, he's God all by himself. And now it's been a record number of times that he completely took me off the Suboxone and the Adderall. So that's my testimony. God did it for me, and he did it all by himself. So he set me free to help free the rest. And I'm here to tell you, don't give up. He's there, and he's ready to do the same thing he did for me for you. It's going to be a little rough stages, but that's just part of the testimony, okay? Love him and then you. Deuces.